In the early 19th century, in the heart of the Indian Ocean, there was an island, Madagascar. Merchants sought spices, soldiers dreamed of new lands. But on this island, one of history's most ruthless queens would rise. Her name was Ranavalona. The people would call her the Cannibal Queen. Her real name was Ramavo, daughter of a minor noble family. In her youth, she served in the palace, known for her sharp observation. King Ranavalona I married her, elevating her status to queen. Ramavo was silent, but she memorized everyone's weaknesses. When the king died, that quiet woman had already planned to drown the nation in blood. In 1828, after King Ranavalon's death, chaos swept through the palace. The throne was meant for the king's nephew, Rakotobe. Ramavo bribed and seduced the palace guards to her side. At midnight, palace gates were sealed. Princes were strangled in their chambers. By dawn, a new ruler was proclaimed, Queen Ranavalona. And for the first time, a woman raised an iron fist over Madagascar. Ranavalona saw Europe as an enemy. She expelled missionaries and declared all foreigners spies. No foreign law shall rule this land. Only my word, she said. The coasts fell silent. Ports closed. The island sank into dark isolation. The queen revived an ancient custom to judge guilt, Tangena. The poison from the Tangena tree was mixed and given to the accused. Those who survived were innocent. Those who died were guilty by divine will. In 1838 alone, more than 100,000 people died in these trials. The scent of poison drifted through villages. Death became routine. For the queen, it was purification. For the people, it was slaughter. Taxes were replaced with forced labor called Fanompoana. Villagers were forced to build palaces, roads, and fortresses. Under the sun, thousands died from hunger and heat. As the queen's palace rose, her people's bones lay beneath its stones. Christianity to Ranavalona was treason. "15 clergy were brought to trial for allegedly organizing worship. They were thrown from a cliff outside the capital. The wind carried their screams. People called it the Bloody Day. The queen only watched. In her eyes, there was no mercy, only pleasure. Ranavalona burned her enemies alive or poured boiling oil upon them. She told her guards, "Erase even the breath of those who oppose me." Villagers began to believe their queen was a cannibal. Some said the hearts of her enemies were sent to the royal kitchen. The truth is unknown, but fear had replaced it. The queen's son Rakoto secretly corresponded with Europeans against her rule. He planned to overthrow her, but his letters were intercepted. Ranavalona didn't kill her son. She imprisoned him for years inside the palace. It wasn't mercy. It was the cruelest punishment, to be forgotten alive. As years passed, her army weakened and rebellion spread. Thousands of peasants rebelled against labor and taxes. By her order, villages were burned and rebels impaled. Survivors fled into forests, but hunger caught them too. The queen remained on the throne, but ruled only through fear. Ranavalona died in her palace in 1861. She ruled for 33 years, leaving hundreds of thousands dead. Those at her funeral were silent. None dared show relief. When she died, not the people, but fear, was left orphaned. Some saw her as a hero who protected her nation from colonization. Others saw her as one of history's cruelest rulers. Which was true, perhaps both. Even today, in Madagascar, Ranavalona's name is spoken in whispers. As the symbol of a time when fear became justice and power turned to madness. The Cannibal Queen Ranavalona. History wrote her name in both blood and iron.